As many of you know, KontrolFreeks have been around the gaming industry for years and used in a lot of FPS games for controller players. But can KontrolFreeks actually help you become a better Rocket League player? Well, I'm going to find that out in today's video. In theory, the KontrolFreeks use a lever arm principle to increase the radius of its movements. This makes precise movements easier by increasing the amount of distance you have to hit these precise inputs. So the increased precision is nice, but the only thing I'm worried about is that you have to move your stick a lot more for basic things like flip canceling and speed flips. To counteract that though, the sticks were actually a lot easier to move since they have longer levers. I played with KontrolFreeks for 1 week and I tracked my shooting, car control, and most importantly, my in-game performance. Day 1, I'm going to see what my baseline without KontrolFreeks is. I'm going to track my KontrolFreeks on day 1 and I'm going to track it on day 7. For the mechanics, I will try flip resets, wall dashes, and ceiling shots. I'm going to see how the KontrolFreek compares to no KontrolFreek, and I'm going to see if it's noticeably slower or a lot more precise. So lastly, in-game performance. I will track my in-game performance mostly by feel. The most important thing for in-game performance is whiffs. So like if I play more consistently with no backflips, no missed opens, or anything in between. Let's get into day 1. So I decided to go ahead and track my shooting without a KontrolFreek. I tracked my shooting consistency pack 3 times in a row, trying to do it in as little shots as possible. For no KontrolFreeks, I got 43, 39, and 47. All right, so this is my first time putting it on, and I can definitely tell my thumb is not used to it. Like compared to the normal height of the normal stick, it's definitely a lot taller. I've got the medium rise one. I can definitely feel a lot more movement whenever I'm trying to like cancel a flip or something like that. Let's try air dribble. Oh, that was bad. Oh, I mean, I can make tiny little adjustments a lot easier without it wanting to skip on me. I feel like with a normal stick, I get stuck on those tiny little movements and then it skips a little bit past the point. Let's do one more and then let's get into the shooting. Or not. So overall going into this, I thought it was going to be really difficult to adjust. Like almost as bad as going to like a mouse and keyboard type adjustment. But it really wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. I ended up finishing with a 50, a 49, and a 46, which came out to a 48.3 average. I didn't play any in-game on day 1, so let's go ahead and get to day 7 and see how we're looking. All right, day 7 is here. I'm used to the KontrolFreek now. I'm playing really well with it, and my shooting has actually gotten quite a bit better. I shot 42, 36, and 38. That comes out for an average of 38.6. Overall, it took me about 3 days to be comfortable enough to play ranked. And during those first 3 days, it wasn't like I was playing bad. I just wasn't comfortable with my thumb being that much higher. I definitely would recommend a low rise or a mid rise, I will say. The mid rise is pushing it. If you have longer thumbs, maybe you might like that mid rise, but the low rise is the perfect in between gaining height and feeling comfortable. Now let's get into the mechanics portion. All right, to be completely honest, day 7, I was not playing well at all mechanically. I didn't get too warmed up and I just wasn't feeling it at all mechanically. But on day 6, I was playing really well. My mechanics day 6 actually felt really good. I mean, I was able to hit a pop reset and almost win us the game, and I was able to hit this. I would be completely lying if I didn't say I wasn't flipping out whenever I hit that shot, because that's a really good shot for me, and I would never have hit that without the KontrolFreek, to be completely honest with you. I've always struggled with double taps and shooting consistency and stuff like that, but I was able to hit that shot with KontrolFreeks on. I don't know if that's directly relative or not. Last but definitely not least, in-game performance. Okay, so for in-game performance, I was extremely happy with how much better my shooting had actually got. In practice, seeing the average on my shooting consistency training pack go down all the way to 38 was really nice, but in game, it was actually a lot better than I thought it would be. A lot of the shots I was hitting were top right, top left, or just barely off. But now, let's get into the important part. How is consistency after a week of playing? Now, to be completely honest, my speed wasn't affected as much as I thought it would be. There was definitely times where I wanted to quickly do a flip and go for the ball, and I accidentally double jumped. But that could be a dead zone setting now that I need a change, or just getting used to it. Besides that, I was extremely happy with how the KontrolFreek performed for me, even after only a week. My rank in 2v2s, I was sitting about 1315, 1300, and I was able to get to 1370 just today, which I'm not going to completely say it was all because of the KontrolFreeks, because I was playing well, but at the same time, it felt a lot easier with my improved shooting. Now, would I recommend KontrolFreeks to everybody? And now, of course, the answer is going to be, it depends. If you're looking to get mechy, I honestly wouldn't recommend a KontrolFreek, maybe a low-rise one. If you're looking to get better in ranked or make it all the way to the pro scene, I definitely would recommend a KontrolFreek because there's another level of consistency that's available to you. While it might be harder to hit wall dashes and mac toughs, basic mechanics like shooting and basic consistency is simply a lot easier. If you're worried about losing a lot of speed, I would go with a low rise, and if you're really wanting precision, I would go with a mid rise. The high rise is an absolute no-go, though, because it's just simply too long. This is my unbiased opinion after 1 week of playing with them, and I'm definitely interested to see how much better I can get over time. If you enjoyed this video, please feel free to drop a like and subscribe to follow along with my journey. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.